Then ladies and gentlemen, so in this video we are going to cover a Bitcoin, the king himself. Alright, and so if that sounds interesting, let's hop into the video. But before we are going to start, let's quickly have a look at crypto bubbles. So on a daily time frame, Filecoin is up 13.4%, GRT 8.1 say up 6.2, BSV 10.1. However, if we are going to look at weekly, we can see much more green, and of course on monthly there is a lot of green in the market. So of course this little retracement is something that we shouldn't be worried about too much. All right, then let's have a look at Fear and Greed Index. We are currently sitting at 65 in greed. Alright, and so let's have a look at this rainbow chart to kind of memorize ourselves where we are currently in this cycle. So we've got this line over here which stands for halving, and we are still in accumulation cheap zone, I would say, right? So if I'm going to zoom it out a little bit, we can see that we still have a lot of time to go until 2025, 2026, and that will be the best time to sell. But of course, let's have a look now at this chart. So as we can see over here, we are approaching ETF deadline that is going to be anything between 8th and 10th of January, which is upcoming in pretty much a week time. However, we could potentially potentially see ETF approval much sooner than that. We could have a very cool gift in the beginning of this year. So let's have a look over here. As we can see over here, we are in 92% of halving. So we are still very early, I would say. However, obviously the best times to accumulate were here. All right, and let me come back to the chart. So let's check this one out. And what's the most likely inflow of capital into Bitcoin? Sorry, I'm getting sick. All right, $300 billion, 1% of combined assets under management from ETFs. $800 billion equal in size in the current market cap. $1.7 trillion is 1% of global highly liquid capital. So imagine how much what is going to be the price of Bitcoin if we are going to see this huge inflow of money into Bitcoin, and especially altcoins. All right, then let's have a look over here. The next cycle top planned for September 2024. According to an SMI MFI analysis, Bitcoin could top sooner than many analysts suggest. That is probable. However, time will show. All right, and let's check this chart over here. So Williams R has room to go up, which will let BTC goes berserk in 2024. So as you can see over here, we've got a huge price targets over here on that chart for BTC. Wow, that would be amazing if it would hit anything between 300,000 and 400,000 USD. All right, then let's check this chart. A close look at Bitcoin halving cycle blue years shows just how similar they are. Even more similar are comparisons to alternating cycles. Cycles 1 and 3 rallied strongly at the beginning of the blue year in November, while the cycle and cycle 2 started in September. Like cycle 2, I believe Bitcoin topped in December. These cycles have laid everything out to be so simple. The ETF approval is the most anticipated Bitcoin news event in history, which represents saying it could be soon. The reality is no one knows what will occur with ETFs, and everything we've seen in this is speculation. Data and timeframes are overextended for the short term. So as you can see over here in that cycle 4 blue year, we could potentially have a dip right after positive news about ETF. We could see pump and then dump, and we could potentially come back to these price levels and then go up and parabolic. All right, then let's have a look over here. It has finally happened. BTC Dominance closed a monthly candle below the EMA 50. The last time BTC Dominance closed below the EMA 50 is the most monthly chart. We saw very strong alt seasons shortly afterwards, which historically only happen every few years. That looks very bullish. You can imagine what is going to happen to altcoins if things are going to align perfectly. All right then. Has the alt season already started? The monthly MACD cross just happened, mainly driven by a recent pump due to hype around upcoming ETF applications. Macro is never priced in, and we are certainly have a different situation than 2020. Of course, we could see much higher gains in this cycle due to money inflow from ETFs. All right, then let's have a look over here. In terms of a Bitcoin psychology of a market cycle, the year of 2023 consists of depression, disbelief, and hope. In 2024, there will be optimism and belief. More to come in 2025. So obviously, we still have a bit of time to go, guys. All right, then let's check this one out. BTC has been following a nice pattern over the past 4 years. Year 1, bear market. Year 2, recovery. Year 3, bull market. Year 4, cycle top. Bitcoin just closed year 2, and so far this has been one of the best second year closes when compared with previous cycles. Bitcoin has now entered year 3, and this is where the real bull market begins. All right, so as we can see over here, guys, we are pretty much approaching that day that all of us were anticipating for a long time, ever since these news of Bitcoin application coming up, and hopefully we are going to see a pump higher. However, please remember about taking out your profits. That is always healthy. All right, and that's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace and love, crypto.